Yes students, today we will start exercise 12.2. In this exercise we will do distance formula. Already all of you have done distance formula for 2 dimension in previous class. For 2 dimension, let us suppose this is a line segment. These are the points A and B. Let us suppose coordinates of point A x1 y1 and coordinates of point B x2 y2. Then what is distance between point A and B by using distance formula. This formula is known as distance formula. So distance is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, then complete square root. This is the formula for 2 dimension. Now in 3 dimension, let us suppose coordinates of point x1 y1 z1 and coordinates of point b x2 y2 z2. Then this distance will be x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square plus z1 minus z2 square and then complete square root. So this is the distance formula for 3 dimension. This is distance formula for 3D, 3 dimension. So we will use this formula in this exercise. So in first question, 4 parts given to you, and in all the 4 parts coordinates of 2 points given to you, and you have to find out distance between these points. So I am explaining only one part. So question number 1, let us see first part of this question. Points given to you 2, 3 and 5. Second point is 4, 3 and 1. And you have to find out this distance. So this distance will be by using distance formula. Distance between these 2 points. This is equal to 2 minus 4 minus 2 and square of minus 2 it will be 4. 3 minus 3 0, square of 0 is 0. 5 minus 1 4, square of 4 is 16 and 16 plus 4 20. So root 20 units, this is the distance between given 2 points. So remaining 3 parts you will do yourself. This is very simple chapter. Very easily you can do this chapter. Now see question number 2. In question number 2, show that 3 points given to you and these 3 points are collinear. Now if let us suppose these 3 points, points A, B and C. These 3 points given to you and you have to check whether these 3 points are collinear or not. So by taking 2 points together, you will find out these 3 distances in this case. Distance between point first and second, then BC distance, distance between second and third point, then CA distance, distance between third and first point, or you can say distance between first and third point. If in these 3 distances sum of any 2 smaller distances is equal to third distance, in that case these 3 points will be collinear. Listen again. If out of these 3 distances sum of 2 smaller distances, if this is equal to third distance, if this condition is satisfied, in that case these 3 points will be collinear. So now we will check whether these 3 points are collinear or not. Coordinates of first point minus 2, 3, 5. Second point 1, 2, 3. Third point is 7, 0, minus 1. Now firstly we will find out distance AB. This AB distance is equal to minus 2 minus 1 minus 3, square of minus 3 is 9. 3 minus 2 1, square of 1 is 1. 5 minus 3 2, square of 2 is 4. So this is equals to root 14. Now BC distance 1 minus 7 minus 6, square of minus 6 is 36. 2 minus 0 2, square of 2 is 4. 3 minus minus 1, it becomes plus 1. 4, square of 4 is 16. So this is equals to 36 plus 4 40, 40 plus 6 56. This distance is equal to root 56. Now third part, CA distance, distance between first and third point. So minus 2 minus 7 minus 9, and this is equals to root 81, plus 3 minus 0 3, square of 3 is 9, and 5 minus minus 1 6, square of 6 is 36. So this distance is equal to 81 plus 9 90, 90 plus 36, this is equals to 126. So this is root 126. So if you see here sum of distances, so this distance AB is root 14, and root 14 is because square of 4 is 16 and square of 3 is 9, so this is root 14. It will be 3 point something. Here in this case root of 49 is 7 and this is 56. Answer of root of 56, it will be 7 point something. And square of 11 is 121. This is 126. This is 11 point something. If in this case you will find out exact value of root 14 and root 56, then sum of these two distances is equal to third distance. That's why this condition is satisfied in this case. So these 3 points are collinear. We have to just show that these 3 points are collinear. So in this way, by using distance formula, we can prove that these 3 points are collinear. So this is question number 2. Now see next question. Verify the following. In third question, in first part, 3 vertex coordinates of 3 vertices given to you, and check these 3 vertices are the vertices of a isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle in which 2 sides are equal. So here also I am just explaining you. You will do yourself all the parts. In all the parts only distance formula is used. These 3 vertex given to you, let us suppose these 3 vertices are A, B, C. Here you want to prove that these are the vertices of isosceles triangle. So in this case you will find out length of sides of all the sides in this triangle. Means you will find out AB distance, BC distance and CA distance. These distances gives you length of sides of the triangle. If in these 3 distances any 2 distances are equal, means length of 2 sides are equal, in that case that triangle will be isosceles triangle. So here you will use distance formula 3 times and you will find out length of all the sides of a triangle. In second part also 3 vertices given to you, and check these are the vertices of a right angle triangle. So in this second part also 3 vertices given to you, you will find out 3 distances AB, BC and CA. If in these 3 distances sum of square of 2 smaller distances is equal to square of third distance, means this is Pythagoras theorem. If this theorem is verified, if this result is verified in this case, it means Pythagoras theorem is satisfied. It means given triangle is a right angle triangle. Listen again. Firstly, by using distance formula you will find out these 3 length of the all the sides of the triangle. If in these 3 lengths sum of square of 2 smaller sides, this is equal to square of third side, it means Pythagoras theorem is satisfied, then that triangle will be right angle triangle. So you will check this condition in this case. In third part 4 vertices given to you, and check whether these vertices are vertices of a parallelogram or not. So in case of 4 vertices, let us suppose you will take in order all the points, these 4 vertices given to you. So in case of parallelogram, length of opposite sides equal and diagonals are not equal. So here you will find out length of 4 sides, means AB, BC, CD and DA. These are the length of 4 sides, plus you will find out length of its diagonal also, means AC and BD. So 6 times you will use distance formula in this case. Now you will check opposite sides should be equal. After finding these 6 distances, you will check whether opposite sides are equal or not. Means AB should be equal to CD, BC side should be equal to AD, means opposite sides are equal. But in case of parallelogram, diagonals are not equal, so AC is not equal to BD. If these 3 conditions are satisfied on the length of these 6 sides, it means given vertices are the vertices of a parallelogram. So in this way, by using distance formula, you can complete question number 3. Now see question number 4. In question number 4, what is given to you? Find the equation of the set of points which are equidistant from the points. 2 points given to you. Let us suppose this is point A, this is point B. Coordinates of point A 1, 2 and 3. Coordinates of point B 3, 2 and -1. Here find the equation of the set of points which are equidistant from the given points. So let us suppose we have point, you can take this point as C, and distance of this point from given 2 points, this distance is the same, means AC is equal to BC, and we have to find the equation of set of such point. So let us suppose coordinates of this point x, y, z, and if AC is equal to BC, then AC square is also equal to BC square. Then what is value of AC square? AC square is equal to x minus 1 square plus y minus 2 square plus z minus 3 square. This is equal to x minus 3 square plus y minus 2 square plus z minus 1 z plus 1 whole square. When you will simplify it, then x square y square z square is cancelled with x square y square and z square, and remaining terms gives you a linear equation in x, y and z. This equation will be set of points for this point. So in this way you can find out a set of equation for set of points. Next, last question of this exercise, find the equation of set of points P, the sum of whose distances from points A and B is equal to 10. In question number 4, distances were equal, but now in question number 5, sum of distances is equal to 10. So let us suppose this is point A, this is point B, and here P is the any point, and distance of point P from A and B means AP plus PB, this is equals to 10. This is given to you. So here also by using distance formula you will find out value of distance AP. What is AP distance? Coordinates of point A given to you 4 0 0, coordinates of point B minus 4 0 0. Let us suppose point P is x, y and z. Find the equation of set of points of P. So we will find out value of a set of points, equation for set of points. Now AP distance, this distance is equal to root x minus 4 whole square plus y square plus z square, plus PB distance is equal to x plus 4 whole square plus y square plus z square, this is equals to 10. So here firstly you will shift this one term containing root on another side. See here how will you simplify it. X plus 4 square plus y square plus z square, this is equals to 10 minus x plus 4 whole square plus y square plus z square. Now taking square on both sides. When you will take square on both sides, then here square is cancelled with the root. In this case you will take whole square, so it becomes by using a minus b whole square identity, this is equal to a square plus x plus 4 whole square plus y square plus z square, this is a square plus b square minus 2ab. 2 into a means 2 into 10 20 into root x plus 4 square plus y square plus z square. Now here x minus 4 whole square plus y square plus z square. This x is y square plus z square is cancelled with y square plus z square. Now taking these terms on this side, it becomes x minus 4 whole square minus x plus 4 whole square minus 100. This is equals to minus 20 into root. Write down this term as it is. Now one time again root is there. So for removing this root again you will take squaring on both sides. So after squaring on both sides you can before taking square you can simplify it. After that for remaining terms you will take square, and in this case when you will take square, then square of minus it becomes plus, square of 20 is 400, and in this term square is cancelled with root. So in this way by removing this root sign you can simplify it, and after simplification it gives you equation in x, y and z. So this will be the equation for set of points for P. So this is exercise 12.2.